Hi everybody, it's Pastor Ainsley. I'm here. I've got my cat Norbert behind me, and I have a little bit different of a lesson for you today. So today we're going to be talking about prayer. And now when I was little, I was taught how to pray while I was at church. And I'm sure all of you were too, or most of you were too. And the way I learned how to pray was that you sit down and you get quiet and you fold your hands like this, or maybe some people do like this, or all different ways, and then you bow your head and then you pray. And maybe you pray out loud, or maybe you pray silently, but I was taught that's how you pray. Now, the thing is, I don't know about you, but I'm a person who likes to do things with my hands. And I have a lot of trouble sitting and just focusing on something if I don't have something to do with my hands. I like to fiddle with things, I like to doodle, I like to do all sorts of things. So prayer has always been a little bit difficult for me especially when I was little, because I had a hard time just sitting there quietly and focusing on one thing when I couldn't move, I couldn't do anything with my hands. So then a few years back, I learned this new way of praying that I'm going to teach you today. And it's called praying in color. And so we're going to pray using crayons and markers and colored pencils and anything else you have. So I want you to go get some paper and get something to draw with and as many bright colors as you want. And I'm gonna flip the video around so I can explain this to you and you can see what I'm doing, because I bet you've never heard of praying like this before. But praying can take a lot of different forms, so I'm gonna teach you how to pray in color today. Alright, so I've got my paper here, I've got my markers, and it's good to have as many different colors as you want. Now, praying in color is all about drawing the things that you want to pray for. And while you're drawing them, you think about them and you think about God. And so to start off, we're going to start with God. So I'm going to write the word God in the middle of my paper. And if you can't write, that's okay. You can draw a picture of something that reminds you of God if you want. But start off with God. And while I'm drawing about God, then I'm thinking about how much I love God and how many amazing things God does for me. And I'm saying thank you for being so wonderful and loving. And I can get some more colors, and I'll keep thinking about just how much I love God and how amazing God is. And you can draw absolutely anything you like. You don't have to draw what I'm drawing. In fact, I don't want you to draw what I'm drawing. I want you to draw what you want to draw, because anything that helps you to pray to God better. Okay? So we're going to start off like that. And I'll just draw some doodles. If you want to draw actual pictures, you can go ahead and do that. And so then now it's time to pick some things that we want to pray about. So the first thing that we might pray about is that I want to thank God for my family. I have my parents and my sister and my niece and everybody in my family who I love a lot. So I'm going to grab a marker here and I'm going to draw some little stick figures, because I don't draw people that well. People are hard. And so there's my mom and my dad, and then I'll draw my sister. And very simple. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. And my little niece and my sister's husband and everybody, and I can draw all these people. And while I'm drawing, I'm thinking about how thankful I am that God put these people in my life. And so I can add a little bit more to it, draw some more little lines around them. Draw whatever you want, and just keep thinking about how you're thankful for whatever it is that you're drawing right now. And now I think I am going to draw somebody that I want to pray for. So there's somebody who I know who's really important to me, and she's been really sick lately. And so I'm going to come over here and I'm going to draw a picture of her. And again, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. God knows what you're drawing. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I think I'm going to draw a little heart around her. And while I'm drawing her, I'm just going to think about how much I love her and how much I want God to make her better again and help her through this illness. All right? And so you can keep doing that, and you can draw lots of things. You can draw lots of people. You can draw all the things in your life that you're thankful for, all the people in your life that you want to pray for, maybe people who are sick or who are hurting or who are injured or who just need a little bit of extra love in their life. And you can go ahead and you can draw all of them, and you can fill up your entire page. And while you're drawing, you can think about how you can pray to God and think about how you want God to help those people, how you want to thank God for those people, anything that you want to say to God. So that's what praying in color is. And it's really simple, and it's really great if you're like me and you just have a hard time just sitting quietly. So you can doodle and you can draw your prayers, and while you're drawing, it will help you connect to God. So that's all I have for today. Bye, everybody.